What's going on, guys? Today we're going to learn the Pharaoh. So you probably came here to learn the Pharaoh, or be exact, the Pharaoh Shuffle. The Pharaoh Shuffle is taking cards and shuffling them such a way that they weave together. Kind of like how Native Americans weave gift baskets for the Americans, not knowing that they'll be stealing their land. So let's get to the tutorial. The Pharaoh Shuffle, in my opinion, is probably the most knackiest things you're going to have to learn, and it is going to take a lot of practice because you have to play around with all the pressure and, you know, kind of like peer pressure, because you're pressuring the cards to weave together because they feel obligated. But it's all worthwhile in the end once you learn it. There are many things you can do after executing the Pharaoh. Number 1, the riffle. Number 2, the cascade. Number 3, friffle. What I do for YouTube. So let's get an in-depth look of the Pharaoh Shuffle. Alright, so you start off, you hold your hand in your dominant hand. If it's your left hand, you hold it in your right hand. If it's your right hand, you hold it in your left hand. Okay, so you hold it like this. You have your first finger, middle finger, ring, pinky on the bottom, thumb right here. So what you're going to do is take your other hand and you're going to place your 2 middle fingers down here, put your pinky down here, index up here. And what you're going to do is you're going to break off to about, you say middle. And what you're going to do is you're going to strip that like this. So you start here, fingers like this, other hand, 2 middle fingers, pinky, index up top, thumbs on the same side. You're going to strip off like this. And once you get here, you're going to want to turn these, and you're going to hit them together so that they're square. So once you're here, strip, and you're going to hit them together so that they're square. Because if they're not square, see, there's going to be gaps in the Pharaoh. There's a gap down, there's a gap right there. So that's why you want your Pharaoh to be square, or the 2 halves to be square. And you want them to be about equal. That's about equal right there. In my opinion, it is easier doing it face up than it is face down. It's just the way the cards are cut. That's my opinion. Alright, so you start here, boom, break, square up. Now you're going to be here. So you're going to be right here. So once you squared up, what you're going to do is you're going to put these 2 halves about on the corners. We're going to put them on the corners on each. So this corner is going on the bottom of this. So let me break that in half real quick. So this corner here is going to go attached to that corner. It's going to touch. What you can also do when you break, you can make sure it's square to keep your finger there. You can automatically, that was terrible. I don't really do that. That's what most people do. I just kind of like to tap it more. They still go like that. But once you tap, you break it off. It's about equal. It's about equal. Okay, so once you're here, you connect those corners. What you're going to do is you're going to slightly press in a little bit, but you're going to be rubbing up and down with this hand as you're pressing in. So as I was saying, this hand is going to be rubbing up and down as these are pressing in slightly. You don't want to like shove it in there because that's going to ruin your cards, and you do not want that at all. So you start here, you're going to square up a bit, and you're going to have these corners touching like that. And what you're going to do is you're going to see how as I'm rubbing up and down and pressing slightly together, and what you're doing when you press slightly, you kind of go out this way. So as you're rubbing up and down and pressing slightly together, you're going to go this way a little bit so that the corners will catch on it. So let me do this. It's kind of hard talking at the same time to do it, but that's okay. So you do that. You see, I kind of went a little bit. So I kind of went a little bit in. So as you're doing it, you're going to rub up and down and you're going this way, and as you go this way, you kind of go up with this packet. As you're going up and down, you're not going up and down, but you're going side to side. It's kind of go up and down the packet, up, down the packet. But you can notice that if I do this slowly, that was terrible. See, if you notice I do this slowly, this hand kind of goes up a little bit. These both of them kind of rub together. It's just more of this hand that does the work. And what you're going to do, as you're rubbing and you're pressing together, you're going to go, you're going to go up into the back so they weave. And you're gonna do this it's very slight. I didn't really have to do it that time because I've been playing around with how much pressure I had to do. That's what you're gonna do first. So corner to corner, you're press up as you're going. You're pressing up as you're sliding. So see, I kind of had a slide there. I did have a little bit of a gap, but that's just for tutorial purposes. See how I slid together, and every other card will weave together, and that is like way more accurate than an actual riffle shuffle. What essentially is happening is, as you put all those moves together, the cards will weave together. It's a very minuscule amount of pressure that you have to put on the cards. You still have to put pressure so they'll weave, but if you notice, if they're still weaving like this, you don't want to just shove it all in there because that's still going to ruin it. So what you want to do, as you see that it's weaving, you're still going to want to go back and forth, and you're just going to kind of weave them together, going like this. You kind of go like this as they're weaving. So from the top, first finger, middle fingers, pinky, thumb, other hand comes over, first, thumb, middle fingers, pinky, break apart about half, square up, go to corner, go up a bit, and you're going side to side, a little bit of pressure. There's still a bit of stuff there, but it's just tutorial purposes. Here, and boom, that's a Pharaoh. So you got a firm grasp on the Pharaoh, Mr. Show Off, Hot Stuff, Mr. Hot Shot, Hot Tamale. So now you have learned how to do a Pharaoh. Now you're going to learn the bridge, which looks like this. So if you haven't learned how to do the Pharaoh yet, go check if you're mentally. So after you executed a Pharaoh, what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold it like this, and you're gonna curl your first finger underneath, and you're gonna grab everything on this hand. If you're left-handed, do the opposite if you're right. You grab everything with your thumb on this hand, and you're gonna try to bend all the way up to at least the fingertips touching. What you're gonna do is bend this with your index, and you're gonna bend everything with this hand too, so it's like an arc. And what you're gonna do is let go with your index, and that should happen. So once you have executed a Pharaoh, you're gonna hold everything with this finger. It's the finger that you point with, okay? Jeez, it's the finger you point with. You put it here, all right? You put it on the back. You take everything, put it on the thumb, and you bend all the way. So it's like this. Doesn't matter if, it's okay if you don't have to wrap all the way around it. I just do the fingertips, and you're gonna be holding it like this in the other hand, with the three fingers on here, pointer finger here, thumb here, and you're gonna take it like this. You make like that with your hand. Put your thumb here, fingers here. You're gonna do is bend up, also pressing with your first finger on the other side. And what you're gonna do is just gonna release the tension. Don't release all the cards, because if you release all the cards, they'll go everywhere. So you press up with your first finger, and you bend and you let go with your first finger, and you just catch them in the other hand. They're not really flying. You're not gonna really have to catch anything. Just saying that so they're just stable. Yeah, I know my card just dropped. Just shut up, okay? Jeez, man. Okay, so you just do that. So yeah, for all those mentally people out there, I'll go over it just one more time, okay? So what you do is you execute the pharaoh, okay? And then what you do is you put your hand here on your left, boom, put all this. First finger goes underneath, you bend up, make an arc, you release pressure with the tops of your fingers in the left hand, and you release, because I'm mentally, you release with your pointer finger, the finger you point with, and it should do that. So yeah, that is the bridge after the pharaoh. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you were able to learn how to do the pharaoh without much difficulty. I mean, the move is a little bit it's more difficult than other moves you learn. It is very knacky move. If you want to learn it, just practice and just learn it. That's all you have to do is just practice. If you want to learn it, keep practicing. It took me a long time to learn how to do it. That's because I'm a bit slow. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you're watching this right now, have a good Thanksgiving. I hope you have a good one. If you want to learn the Friffle and Cascade, I'll put those in the description, link in the description. So yeah, have a very good Thanksgiving, and I will see you in the next video. If there is going to be any videos.